Hello and welcome to a bonus story time from the Guyvers Grant Public Library. Today we're going to read the book Kiss Me, I'm a Prince by Heather McLeod and illustrated by Brooke Kerrigan. This book is in honor of Valentine's Day, and so this is our bonus Valentine's Day story time. Would you kiss a frog if you thought it was a prince? This book is published by Fitzhenry and Whiteside. Let's find out if she kisses a frog. If you kiss me, I'll turn into a prince. Would you kiss him? What do you think? Let's see what she does. But Ella didn't kiss him. Actually, I'm a prince already. I only look like a frog because my fairy godmother turned me into one, explained the frog. She said it would do me good somehow. Anyway, go ahead, kiss me. And he puckered up his wide froggy lips, and he squeezed shut his big froggy eyes, and Ella picked him up. There's the frog talking to Ella. And there she picks him up. Do you think she's going to give him a kiss? Would you give him a kiss? See if he's really a prince? And she put him in her pocket and walked away. Boing, boing, boing went her pocket. Hey, 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 yelled the frog. He's not happy she just put him in her pocket, is he? Hey, hey, hey. Ella stopped and took him out of her pocket. Didn't you hear what I said? If you kiss me, I'll turn into a prince. He puckered up his wide froggy lips and he squeezed shut his big froggy eyes, and Ella put him back into her pocket and continued walking. Boing, boing, boing went her pocket. Hey, 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 yelled the frog. Ella took him out of her pocket again. Why won't you kiss me? If you kiss me, I know, interrupted Ella. You'll turn into a prince. But then what? There's those pictures and, oh, there she is. And then what? What would happen? Well, we'll go to the palace and the king and queen, my parents, will make you a princess, promised the frog. And what do princes and princesses do all day? Asked Ella. There they are. The king and the queen making her a princess. Well, we study mostly, said the frog. We must learn every language in the world, so when we grow up we can speak with all the other world leaders. And then there's international finance and etiquette and falconry and warfare and geography and law. Look at that frog. He's got a lot to say, a lot to learn, doesn't he? But when do you get to play? Asked Ella. Princes and princesses don't play, scoffed the frog, unless you count studying horsemanship and fencing. I really like those subjects. What about hopscotch and Simon Says and going for a swim in the pond? Asked Ella. That would be unseemly, sniffed the frog. And besides... I like it when books do that. And besides, and there's some dots, and then you have to turn the page to find out what he finishes, he says. Princes wear suits, and princesses wear gowns all the time. You don't get clothes like that dirty. Does she look like she'd be happy in a gown all the time? I don't think her face looks like she's happy in that gown all the time. Said Ella. I'd rather have a talking frog. And she put him back into her pocket and walked all the way home. Is your frog okay? He looks like he sucked a lemon. Has he got enough flies to eat? At first the frog tried to get somebody to kiss him. He'd pucker up his wide froggy lips and squeeze shut his big froggy eyes whenever anyone so much as glanced his way. And after a while, he gave up on being kissed. There's her family. Look, they're like, what is your frog puckering up his lips so much? Is he getting enough to eat? And he played with Ella, and they started with hopscotch and Simon Says. Then they went for a swim in the pond. The frog was surprised how much fun he was having. He even liked getting dirty. Uh-oh, do you think he'll ever be a prince? What do you think? In fact, he forgot all about being princely until the day a royal courtier rang the doorbell. The courtier swept his feathered cap off his head and bowed until his nose touched the floor. "Excuse me, miss," said the courtier. "Have you seen an unusual frog in the neighborhood?" Said Ella. Let's see what happens. "Your Majesty," the courtier exclaimed. He swept up the frog and carried him away in a golden carriage pulled by 4 prancing white stallions. Did you see the frog in the page before? I thought I missed a page because there's the frog in the back. And there went the courtier. He got the frog and took him back to the kingdom. Do you think he'll be a prince now? Ella didn't hear from the frog for 2 whole weeks. Then the royal carriage appeared in front of her house again. "Hey," said Ella, "you're still a frog." "Well," said the frog, "my mom and dad got everyone in the castle to kiss me, but nothing happened. My fairy godmother says only the kiss of a true friend will do, and only if you want it to. So here I am." "Well, do you want me to kiss you?" said Ella. What do you think? Do you think he wants to be a frog and play with his friend, or do you think he wants to be a prince? Which would you do? Would you want to be a frog or a prince? "I didn't at first," admitted the frog, "but then Mom and Dad said they'd cut back on my homework so I'd have time to play every day. I can even join your baseball team." But frogs can't play baseball. Frogs can't do a lot of things. So yes, Ella, I want you to kiss me. Please? Let's see if she does. And Ella did. And there at the end, and they played happily ever after. Can you see her playing in the pond with her friend, who's not a frog anymore? I like that book. Do you like that book? I like that there's a twist on the whole knight in shining armor twist. I like this story. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and you come back and see us on Storytime Tuesday at 11 o'clock on our Facebook page. Bye-bye.